Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Really sorry I haven't posted in a while. I went on a holiday to Norway to visit family and didn't have my laptop or recording stuff. But I'm back now and I'll be trying to upload much more often, hopefully a video every 2 weeks or so. And I'll try to make some shorts, maybe 2. Anyways, welcome back, and today I'll be doing a review on the AJ-37, a supersonic strike aircraft at a current battle rating of 10.3, flying for Sweden. Keep in mind at the time of making this video, the battle ratings are being decompressed for battle ratings above 10.0, so this may be changed in the future. Remember, the review is based off the current vehicle in mid-July 2024. The Saab AJ-37 Viggen is a single-seat, single-engine, multi-role strike aircraft. It was the first aircraft to be produced in large quantities with canards and an onboard digital computer, making it one of the most advanced aircraft in Europe at the time of introduction. The onboard computer was the first of its kind in the world, not being surpassed until the Panavia Tornado was introduced around 1980. The Viggen started development in the 1950s to replace the Saab 32 Lansen in a strike aircraft and attacker role. Saab wanted a double delta canard design, along with an aircraft that could take off from and land on runways under 500 meters and have an integrated weapon system that was compatible with Sweden's air defense systems. Even as the first Viggens entered service, Saab was already well on its way designing new variants. Several variants of the Viggen were produced and put into service. The AJ-37 attacker and strike aircraft, which was later upgraded to the AJS-37, the JA-37 series Viggen fighter, the SH-37 maritime patrol variant, and the SK-37, which was a two-seater trainer. Sweden attempted to export the Viggen, but efforts failed, and Sweden remained its only operator. By November 2005, the last of the Viggens were phased out and replaced by the new JAS-39 Gripen. In War Thunder, we have the AJ-37 Viggen, the ground attack version of the JA-37 Viggen fighter. It is 260,000 RP to research and 710,000 silver lines to purchase, as well as an extra 200,000 SL to crew into a slot. It comes after the A-32A Lansen and before the AJS-37 Viggen, which is the last aircraft in the strike aircraft line of the Swedish air tree. The Viggen has amazing flight performance, great acceleration, and a top speed of 1,950 km an hour when spaded at 9,000 meters. It also boasts a phenomenal AOA and turn time when at speed. Keep in mind though, because of the double delta wings and canards, the Viggen loses energy extremely quickly. Unfortunately, the AJ-37 doesn't have a built-in gun, but you can take up to two 30mm ACAN gun pods. You get two AIM-9J missiles, gun pods, and countermeasure pods stock, which are very useful. However, the countermeasure pods are mounted on the same pylon as the gun pods, so you have to choose what you want to sacrifice. You don't need the countermeasures modification to unlock the countermeasure pods, but once you get them, you get an extra 340 chaff in each pod. You can't change the 340 chaff for flares, but you get to choose if the other 24 countermeasures in each pod are flares or chaff. If you take the bombs, you will have just enough to destroy one strategic base. However, taking the bombs means you won't have any offensive weaponry or any countermeasures. My ideal loadout is one gun pod, two AIM-9Js, a countermeasure pod with 24 flares and 340 chaff, and a drop tank on the centerline pylon, since the drop tank is the only thing you could take centerline. Considering the AJ-37 is a strike aircraft, it really doesn't have the best loadouts. You do get custom loadouts though, which is a bonus. It's a viable option for CAS. You can carry two RB-75 missiles, which are identical to the AGM-65A Maverick missiles. You can also alternatively carry the RB-05A missile, which is a manual command missile with a large warhead. Alternatively, still, you can also carry up to 24 PSRAK M70 unguided rockets. These are quite similar to the Zuni rockets, having a large warhead and impressive penetration. Visually, the Viggen is a fantastic looking aircraft. The default camouflage with the dark greens and tans really appeals to me, and the double delta wings and canards making it a unique but very cool looking aircraft. The cockpit offers great upward and sideways visibility, and the instruments are relatively easy to find and clear to read. The radar is incredibly advanced for an aircraft with this battle rating, having a search pulse Doppler mode and a track while scan mode too. The ranges and search angles are great too, with up to 300 km range for if you ever want your radar scope to be cluttered as hell, down to 9. Landing is really easy, the gear is strong, and you get a thrust reverser. The air brake is really effective too, which can make final approach very easy to control. You can only use the thrust reverser on the ground, but the brake's quite weak, so use the thrust reversal if you can. You also get a full ballistics computer for guns, bombs, and rockets, which makes precision ground strikes easy. One last thing to keep in mind is that the engine is thirsty. With the afterburner on, it drains fuel incredibly fast, so make sure you have enough fuel for the match. I usually take the external fuel tank as well as using the fuel slider around 65 to 70% internal fuel, which will still only last me about 12 minutes if I have afterburner on for most of the match. My conclusion on the AJ-37 Viggen. This aircraft has amazing multi-role flexibility, great flight performance, and missiles and countermeasures stock. However, you don't get a built-in gun or countermeasures, so taking them will hinder your flight performance. If you decide to take bombs, you'll be entirely defenseless, and at low speeds, the Viggen turns into a huge brick in the sky, not letting you turn until you get a lot of your energy back. The Viggen is an amazing plane with huge potential and can be very deadly if played right, but it's held back by its abysmal energy retention and armament. I know that this review is very much like a Tim's Variety video or something, so please don't just spam the comments that I'm copying him. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I am still a very small creator, so it genuinely does help out a lot. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys later.